Hey guys, this is Stephanie with JesusWired, here with Trevor. Hi, thanks for taking the time to join me today. All right, so for those who might not be familiar with you, can you talk a little bit about what you do and about your ministry?
Yeah, so I'm the founder. You want me to hold this or cool? So I'm the founder of Stay True Ministries. So I travel full time preaching the gospel, but the main thing that I do is preach the gospel, and I use beatboxing and skateboarding as tools to do so. So I put on skate demos and I do beatbox performances in order to overall bring a gospel message and tell people about Jesus. So
that's cool. Definitely very interesting and unique. So that's pretty cool. And what's the story behind the name Stay True? Why'd you pick that?
Awesome question. Let me try to sum this up as quick as I can. When I was younger, as a teenager, I was a believer in the midst of a very gnarly world, and I was the only believer I knew of in the midst of my school and stuff. And so the two words, stay true, stuck with me to stay true to who I am. I didn't fit in very well. Even inside the church walls, I didn't fit in. I was in the hardcore scene, and I was a skateboarder. And so I just used these words, stay true to who I am, and I started making shirts with Sharpies. And but then when I graduated college, I was like, well, I'm going to actually take my passions and make this a career and make it a full-time ministry. So I just named it Stay True Ministries because of my past and my testimony to help people. So my slogan sort of deal is stay true to who you are by staying true to who God has made you to be. So
very cool. That's easy to remember. I'm sure that'll stick with people. So how does the skateboarding tie into your ministry?
Yeah, so I do skate demos a lot of times. Mainly I just jump people. I'll lay them down on the ground and line them up, and I'll ollie as many people as I can, things like that. The thing is pretty much bringing a fun adrenaline, almost like a show, so that people get excited. And it makes church fun. Allows church to be fun. It gives people, young people, good experience at a church. But two, it really is a really good icebreaker. Breaks ice and allows me to be able to communicate, and people are ready to soak up the word as soon as I'm ready to give it after a skate demo. So.
And how did you learn how to beatbox?
I don't know. I started just. I really just made a lot of noises. I was a loud kid with ADHD. Probably just ADD. I don't know the difference between the two, but I was a loud kid. Made a lot of noises when I was younger, and I just started beatboxing in college. It stuck, and I got really decent at it, and I found out that I could perform it and make people happy with it, and so I started doing that in order to bring a joyful noise for everybody to hear. So,
yeah, great. Do you have any interesting or meaningful encounters you've had with fans that you'd like to talk about?
Trying to think of one. There was one girl in New York once that I was at a big youth rally for, and she was she was having issues with wanting to be alive, suicidal thoughts, and I got to sit there, and my wife was actually there too, and we got to talk with her and disciple her a little bit within the time that we had. And I don't even remember what page of the Bible it was, but I was taking her through a chapter in the Bible, or just a page, and something that I really felt the Holy Spirit was telling me to tell her. And I ended up, the only time I've ever done it, but I ripped the page out of my Bible and gave it to her. I highlighted it, I wrote on it what she needed to always keep in mind, and I ripped the page out of my Bible. And my Bible's my baby, if you know me. Like, I've had this thing since I was a teenager, so to keep every second of it, to keep every little bit of it means a lot. So I just wanted her to know it meant that much to me, to help her out and to help her stay true to God and the walk that He's created her to have. So I ripped it out and gave it to her, and it's cool because she actually caught up with me not too long ago, let me know she still had it, so that was cool too. So.
And it's great to hear that there's artists like that care that much about people, that they're willing to go the extra mile to make a difference in someone's life. Do you do much touring?
Yeah, I do quite a lot of touring. For the most part, the summertime's the most active. So yeah, I'll do a lot of festivals, youth conferences, camps for teenagers, a lot of youth rallies, a lot of all-nighters. I really love doing things for teenagers. Specializing with teens is something I love doing. So yeah, a lot of touring, mostly the summertime. Things slow down in the wintertime a little bit, but I continue to travel just a little slower in the winter. So.
Do you have any favorite artists that you've gotten to work with so far?
Let me see. I'm trying to think of a couple. artists that I like are more underground, so I'm trying to think of maybe some artists that I got to work with. Some cool ones that I've gotten to work with been like Disciple. I'm trying to think. I like a lot of underground music, and the scene that I really am booked a lot for is a lot of the bigger events for Christians. So it's like hip hop and stuff. I'm not huge into hip hop, but I've worked with Derek Minor. I've done things with Jeremy Camp. NF is a buddy of mine, and I did something with him last summer. He'd probably be my favorite just because he's a homie of mine, and that would probably be it. Bands here are rad. I love these bands, so yeah.
And what are some of the artists that you listen to?
So I'm actually wearing a shirt for Gideon. This band is really cool. You should Google them. Gideon's a cool hardcore metal band. I like a lot of bands. Actually, Grave Robber's a great band. I love Grave Robber. I like a band called X Looking Forward X. It's not really around anymore. Take It Back is a good band. From the Eyes of Servants is a great band. Flatfoot 56, who was here last night, is one of my favorite bands. So yeah, it's really cool to be able to see those kind of bands and hang out and be able to express myself in that way. So.
All right, cool. Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time. Can you end by letting people know where they can find you online?
Yeah, for sure. So you can follow me on all my social medias. Pretty much you could like search my name, Trevor Hyde, TrevorHeyd, and that'll pop up on Facebook. Stay True Ministries on Facebook. I'll go to my ministry page, at Trevor Hyde for Instagram, at Trevor Hyde _ for Twitter, and you can always just go to StayTrueMinistries.com for my personal website.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Yep.